Hello folks, we're going to be going over 6.5 operations with radical expressions, and this is going to be part 1 of 2 for 6.5. So the 3 items that we're going to be going over in this video, actually 4 items, are going to be simplifying radicals, multiplying radicals, and adding and subtracting radicals. So our first one we're going to go over is simplifying. So simplify is the first thing that we are going to learn how to do with radicals. A lot of this is actually going to be examples, so just kind of hang tight in there as we go through them. Whenever we simplify nth root radicals, if we have nth root of, say, a times b, we're going to be able to split this up into 2 different multiplications and nth root of a multiplied by the nth root of b. So we're going to go over 3 examples here. Let's go over example 1. I'm going to do something that's pretty familiar to us. So we have the square root of 49x to the 9th. Now, since this is a square root, we know that there's an invisible 2 right there. What we want to break this radical, or I guess this radicand, underneath the radical sign up into is exponents that can divide evenly by the nth root or by the index. So I'm going to break this problem up into root 49 multiplied by root of, now 9 does not divide evenly by 2. However, 8 does. So I'm going to say x to the 8th and multiplied by root x, because that is what is left over from x to the 9th. 8 plus 1 is 9, and that's how we get to separate those two. So let's further simplify this. And we have root 49, we know is 7. Well, as we learned in our last video, x to the 8th, we can simplify that by going 8 divided by 2, and we are going to get x to the 4th. And finally, we are left over with root x. This right here would be our most simplified version. Let's look at another one that also has to do with nth roots, except that is not a square root. Let's look at the cubed root. So that's a 3 right there, of x to the 12th. Let's go y to the 23rd. All right, I want to split this up. I'm looking at my exponents. 12 can be divided by 3. Awesome. Split that up into the cubed root of x to the 12th multiplied by, now, 23 divided by 3 does not divide evenly. However, the closest to 23 that divides by 3 is 21. So I'm going to split this up into the cubed root of y to the 21st multiplied by whatever is left over, which is y squared. Let's further simplify this. Well, to simplify x to the 12th, the cubed root of that is x to the 4th. Simplify y to the 21st, the cubed root of that is going to be y to the 7th. This stays just as this square root did. Our cubed root of y squared stays. And that is our most simplified version. We're going to do one more here. In example 3, we're going to have the 5th root of, and we're going to do a long one here, 64 times x to the 10th, y to the 27th, z to the 30th, and m to the 16th. Extend that radical sign there. Okay, let's break this apart. Now, 5th root of 64 we're going to multiply that by the 5th root of x to the 10th, because 10 does divide evenly by 5. Multiply by the 5th root of, we're looking at our y value here. Well, 27 does not divide evenly by 5, but 25 does. So we're going to go y to the 25th and multiply by our leftover of 2y squared. All right. Multiply again. 30 divides evenly by 5. So 5th root of z to the 30th. And finally, our m right here. Now, 16 does not divide evenly by 5, but 15 does. So we're going to have 2 more here. Let's see if I can fit this. The 5th root of m to the 15th times, I'm going to run off a little bit, 5th root of just m. Sorry about that at the end here. Okay, let's simplify. Well, 64 does not have a 5th root. So we're going to break this up. If we use our little factor tree here, we're going to break that up into 2 to the 5th multiplied by 2. So 2 to the 5th root of that is just 2. So we're going to have out on the side here just 2. All right. Well, to simplify this one, we have x squared. Simplify our next one. 25 divided by 5 is y to the 5th. All right. We're going to leave this. We're going to put this kind of at the end here. All right. So let's go to the next one we can actually simplify. 30 divided by 5 is going to be z to the 6th. 15 divided by 5 is going to be m to the 3rd. And now we're going to put everything else we could not fit or could not simplify. So this is the 5th root of y squared m. And I think I actually forgot the 2. We had this 2 right here. That is going to go all the way right there. So this is actually going to be, let's see if I can fit this in, 2y squared m. Don't like how I wrote that. I'm sorry. So I'm actually going to see. I will put that as our final answer. That right there, just so you can see, is the 5th root of 2y squared m. So hopefully you can see that. Sorry about all that. Okay, and that is simplifying. So our next step here is going to be multiplying. Let's go to multiply. All right. Well, when we multiply, the thing you want to remember is same index, outside, then inside, and finally, simplify. So we're going to go directly to examples here. Let's go to example 1. Example 1, if we have 2 root 3 times 5 root 18. Well, first of all, let's look and see if they have the same index. Yes, they have the same index. That means they can be multiplied. We're going to multiply 2 by 5, so the outside, and then we're going to multiply the inside, 3 times 18. So this is going to equal 10 root 54. We need to now simplify the inside. Well, 54 can be broken apart into root 9 times 6. And we know that root 9 is 3, and 10 times 3 is 30. And so 30 root 6 is our most simplified answer. All right, let's go to example 2. Example 2. We have 5 times the cubed root of 100a squared. And this is going to be times the cubed root of 10a. So let's multiply again. These are both cubed roots, or I'm sorry, cubed roots. So the nth root is the same. They have the same index. So we're going to multiply the outside. Well, 5 times 1 here is going to just be 5. And we have the cubed root of, I'll multiply what's inside. So 100 times 10 is going to be 1,000. And a squared times a, add the exponents, and we have a to the third. Now, we can fully simplify this because we do have the cubed root of 1,000. The cubed root of 1,000 is 10. So this further simplifies to 5 times 10 times, well, 3 divided by 3 is 1. It means times a. And to get our final, most simplified answer, 5 times 10 is 50, and that a stays right there. All right, so that is both simplifying and multiplying.